Hi, good afternoon. So due to heavy work pressure, I couldn't record videos for the last 2 days. So now let's continue this profit and loss chapter. In the last two videos, means when I started profit and loss chapter, we did only two videos. Now today let's go for the continuation. In the last two videos of profit and loss, I discussed all the basic models. And in this video, I'm going to start some new models in this one. Means another models which we have not touched so far and commonly asked questions I'm going to discuss. Now let us take the first question in this one. The first question, this is very commonly asked in various competitive exams, right? The question is, on selling 19 articles for 1200 rupees, there is a loss equal to the cost of 4 articles. Then what is the cost price of 1 article? Very commonly, most commonly asked question in various competitive exams. Now you see, actually this question can be solved without writing anything on the paper. No need to write anything for that one. Simply we can say the answer like 1200 divided by 15, that is 80 is going to be my answer. Got it? No, I'll tell you. See, by reading this question, we should do it this way. First of all, try to understand the concept, right? The very purpose of choosing this question is I would like to ignite the logic in you, right? Use the logic, then think logically. That is what exactly expected by the examiner in all the competitive exams, right? They don't want to see your simplification skills by giving this type of questions. They see the thinking, how the student's approach is there, right? Overall understanding of the question generally they expect from your side. Now, here, by reading this one itself, you can come to the conclusion that selling 19 articles for some price, one person is losing cost of 4 articles. Directly I can conclude that cost price of 15 articles is equal to selling price of 19 articles, right? How is it, how like we can conclude that one? Simple way, you see, think in this way logically. Suppose selling price of 19 articles is equal to cost price of 19 articles. There is no profit, no gain in that case. But in this case, what happened? He sold 19 articles, but he got a loss which is equal to cost price of 4 articles. The very meaning of that one is, by selling 19 articles, he can recover the money he spent for 15 articles. Yes or no, right? Because when cost price, when he is losing the cost of 4 articles, the very meaning of that one is, he is like recovering the cost of, by selling 19 articles, recovering the cost of 19 minus 4, only 15 articles cost is recovered by selling 19 articles. Obviously there is a loss, right? So directly I can conclude that cost price of 15 articles should be equal to selling price of 19 articles. This is the conclusion I can make from this one. If you still have any doubt, actually this is the way to think for competitive exams. If you still have any doubt, how can we do this one? By using any equation. Now in this case, you see, suppose anybody has not understood this one, how to derive this one? Simple way. In this transaction, there is a loss, right? Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. All of us know what is the loss here. Cost price of 4 articles is loss here, is equal to cost price of 19 minus SP of 19. This is the fundamental actually. Alright, so now clearly I can say selling price of 19 should be equal to cost price of 19 minus cost price of 4 here. Cost price of 15. This is the conclusion, right? If you write something on the paper, you have to derive in this way. But straight away I can say cost price of 15 articles is equal to selling price of 19 articles. Got the idea? Right. So now they have given selling price of 19 articles is already 1200. Now meaning of this one is cost price of 15 articles is equal to 1200. Now the question is cost price of 1 article. Then cost price of 1 article is equal to 1200 by 15. My answer is going to be 80 rupees. Hope you understood the idea, right? Always you have to go for the questions of this sort in any competitive exam by going this type of methods. Alright, think logically, you can get the answers. Try not to write much on the paper, because the more you are writing on the paper, the less you are using the logic. Remember that one. So without writing on the paper, most of the cases you can solve many questions in the exam, or else you need to write a little to the minimum possible extent. Alright, just I repeat this one. Here, when cost price of selling price of 19 articles, right, sold 19 articles for some price, in this transaction lost the price which is equal to cost price of 4 articles. Directly my conclusion is cost price of 15 articles is equal to selling price of 19 articles. What if they give this question in the other way? Other way means, suppose selling 19 articles for some price, a man gains cost price of 4 articles. In this case, what happens? Just try it on your own, right? Just think it on your own. Try to go for that one. In that case, you do one thing. First you do that one. At the end of the class, I am going to explain that one. What if it is like instead of loss, profit of 4 articles, right? Now, go for the next question in this row. In this case, we are going to I'm going to start another question for you. This is also most commonly asked question from this model. Many examinations you can get this type of questions. Let us go for this question also with a simple shortcut. Just make a note of this question. Here, the percentage of profit, I am writing in the shortcut way. The percentage of profit, PRT I am writing, right, equal to, right, percentage of profit equal to, otherwise you change that one, the percentage of profit earned by selling an article for, let us say, rupees 1840. Percentage of profit earned by selling an article for 1840 is equal to percentage of loss incurred by selling the same article, right, for, let us say, 1360 rupees. This is the given statement. Then the question is, at what price? Suppose if they ask the question, at what price should it be sold? Should it be sold to make, let us say, should it be sold to make 40%? Let us take it as 40% profit is the question. That's the question, right? So now I just repeat the question for you. Percentage of profit earned by selling an article for 1840 is equal to percentage of the loss incurred by selling the same article for 1360. Then at what price should it be sold to get 40% profit is the question, right? This is also most commonly asked question in various competitive exams. Now, how to go for this question? See, actually this question also can be done in one step. Generally, how I have been teaching you, first the conventional method, then followed by the shortcut. Now we reverse that method, right? So now I am going to give you the shortcut first, then we'll go for the conventional method later. What's the shortcut here? Simple way, you see, when percentage of profit earned is equal to percentage of loss incurred. In this case, what you need to do? Obviously, there are two selling price for you. This selling price must be more and this selling price must be less when you compare these both, because cost price is same. When you sell that one at this price, you are getting some profit. Then when you are selling for this price, you are getting some loss. In this case, both the percentages are same. For that, in this particular case, you need to go in this way. Cost price is equal to, the direct shortcut for this one, cost price is equal to selling price 1 plus selling price 2 divided by 2, average of these two. You are going to get this one, right? Selling price 1 plus selling price 2 divided by 2. Directly you can get the cost price. in this case the cost price is obviously this is, what is the first one, 1840, right, plus second one is 1360, right. Add up these two, then divide it by 2 is, that is 2000, 3100 plus 100, 3200. Now it is 3200 by 2. My cost price is 1600. Alright. Now the question is, at what price it should be sold to get profit of 40%. We have been learning these simple methods, right? 1600 cost price into I need to get a profit of 40%. Now it should be 140 by 100. Do this one and this one, right? 1600 into 140 by 100, you will get the answer as after multiplying this one, 2240 should be the right answer. You have to go in this way. Alright, simple way. You need to, like always, whenever two selling price are given, one selling price, if you sell that product at that selling price, the percentage of profit you are earning is equal to the other selling price. When you sell at that price, when you are incurring loss, in these two cases, percentage of loss and percentage of profit both are equal. In this case, cost price is equal to selling price 1 plus selling price 2 divided by 2 will give you the cost price. Remember this one, right? This type of questions. But what is the fundamental? Actually, for this type of simple questions, you need to go by the shortcut. But what is the fundamental? What is the how to derive this one is the question here, right? So now even listen to this one also, because my suggestion is for this type of questions always go in this way. But you should know what is behind this one. The fundamental behind this one is very simple. If you take this one, take the cost price as X. Now in this case, selling price 1, selling price 2 they have given, right? Selling price 1 is 1840, then selling price 2 is, how much is that? 1360. In this case, this is profit, and in this case, of course, this is loss. They have given in both the cases, percentages are same. How to go for this one? In first case, profit percentage I am taking. Profit percentage is net profit divided by cost price into 100. Now it is net profit is selling price minus cost price divided by cost price X into 100. Profit percentage should be equal to loss percentage. What's the loss percentage here? Now this is 1360 they have given. So now this is loss. Loss means cost price minus selling price. X minus, this is 1360 divided by X into 100. Alright. Now simply you can go for this one in this way. 100 and 100 are cancelled. X and X are cancelled. 1840 minus X is equal to X minus 1360. 2X is equal to sum of these two, 3200, and X is equal to 3200 divided by 2. Do the question in this way, right? So this is the fundamental. You should understand this one first. After that we can go for the shortcut. Got the idea? Right. So now this is another mostly very commonly asked question. Now I move to other model there. Other model in profit and loss. Generally, in many exams, they ask this question, even though they are not asking in any examination also for that matter, you need to understand this concept. You need to understand this one. Let us go in this way. Suppose a man purchases, they give in this way, a man purchases 10 articles for, let us say, let us go with profit transaction. Profit means you just reverse this one. A man purchases, let us say 12 articles for 10 rupees, okay, and sells 10 articles for 12 rupees, right? In this case, whether it is profit or loss, then find out the percentage of that one. Generally, they ask the question. Alright, is it profit or loss in this transaction? Simply you can say, think logically, when more articles, observe carefully, more articles are purchased for less price comparatively. Now, these less articles are sold for more money there. More money means, what does it mean? Definitely there is a profit in this transaction, because 12 articles are being purchased for only 10 rupees. Then only 10 articles are being sold for 12 rupees. What's the meaning of that one? Definitely there is a profit. What is the profit percentage? I'll give you simple shortcut for this one. Then we will go by the fundamental base of that one, right? Simply you do like this. In the examination also, you write down in this way or try to understand the concept. Write down first cost price purchased, then sold, right? Purchased condition and sold condition. Purchased condition is 12 articles for 10 rupees. Selling condition is 10 articles for 12 rupees. Alright, now go with this method. Go by the cross multiplication. This is the best out of the best ways. But remember, first should be purchased, second should be sold condition. Now when you cross multiply this one, 10 into 10, 100. On the left hand side, the figure refers the cost price with these figures. On the right hand side, 12 into 12, 144. This refers to the selling price. How simple is this one, right? In this transaction, 100 refers to the cost price, 144 selling price. Now, what is the percentage of profit means? Needless to do this one, your answer is going to be 44% profit. Because profit percentage is always calculated on cost price. Now, net profit is in this transaction 44 divided by, this is 100 into 100. My answer is going to be 44%. Is it not simple for you, right? Always go for this type of questions in this way. This is another model from which generally they ask questions in various competitive exams, right? And for other like some advanced level exams are there. They may not ask the questions in this form, but definitely questions are based on this type of logic. So try to understand the logic. Then what is the conventional way of doing this one? Conventional way, you see. Now this is one step solution. Only one step solution. You can get it in one step. But what should be the conventional way of doing? Even you should know that one, right? I'll just give an idea for you. Conventional way is like this. Here 12 articles are being purchased for 10 rupees. 10 are sold for 12 rupees. There is no common platform for cost price and selling price to be compared. I want to make a common platform here. Common platform in the sense, now either you can do the question by taking the cost price for one article. Calculate cost price for one article, cost per selling price for one article. Then after that selling price minus cost price will give you profit. Profit divided by cost price into 100, you can get the answer. But when you go with this one with one article, what happens? There are some fractions for that, right? To avoid fractions, you can go with a convenient figure. The best way is take the LCM of these two. If you go by the LCM of these two, simply you can get the LCM is 60. I'll give just idea for you. Rest of the things must be done by you. Now here I am imagining in this way. Purchasing price, right? 12 articles, cost price is 10 rupees. I imagine that in both the cases, it is 60 articles because 60 is nothing but LCM of these two numbers to avoid the fractions. 12 articles are costing 10 rupees. Then obviously 60 articles are costing how much? Right? You will get the cost price here. Alright. Then after that in a similar way, then 10 articles are sold for 12 rupees. Now 60 articles are sold for how many rupees? You will get the selling price. What's the cost price in this way? Cost price is 60 by 12 into 10. Now it is 50 rupees. Now what's the selling price here? 60 by 10 into 12 here. It is 72 rupees. Now here take that one, that is 12 rupees is the difference. So 12 by cost price is 50 into 100. Again I am going to get the same 44% there. Alright. Now this method is for you. And the previous method I have given you, that is for the examiner. Remember this one. Alright. Now go for the next level. In this one, another model I am going to have. Right. What is the other model? Let us do one thing. Let us change the figures here. Let us change because these figures are very convenient for us. 12, 10, 10, 12. What if different figures are there? For example, let us take in this way. Even figures are different also. You can use the same shortcut. Shortcut is going to be same. What is that one? Suppose if I take in this way, change the figures like this. A man purchased 13 articles for 12 rupees. And let us change the figures and he sold 11 articles for 9 rupees. In this case, if it is a profit, what is the profit percent? Or loss, what should be the loss percent? Now simply go by the cross multiplication. Alright, what's the cross multiplication in this case? Now 12 into 11, that is 132, and 39 is 117. Now you see here, cost price is 132, selling price is 117. Obviously there is a loss in this transaction. How much is the loss here? Go for the loss percentage here. 117, 132 means that is 3, 13 plus 2, 15. 15 upon cost price. 132 into 100. Now I am going to go for the rounding of approximation here. 132, that is if you take 135, 15 nines, 100 by 9. 100 by 9 is nothing but 11 1 by 9 percentage. 11 1 by 9. So in this transaction there is a loss of 11 1 by 9 percentage. Hope you got the idea. These questions are very simple questions, but why I have chosen this one, as I told you in the beginning also, you need to ignite the logic in you. Always do the questions in the logic way. Before going for other questions, you should know the fundamentals of this profit and loss. In the first and second videos, first one was very basic one. Second was I have introduced you to some other models of profit and loss. And in this one, I am giving you some other models. Some other models. Generally, questions in competitive exams are based on this type of models only. So now let us go a little further here, little further. Sometimes they give the questions in this way. They give the questions in this way. They say that, for example, take some convenient figures I'll take now. Cost price of, let us say, 10 articles is equal to selling price of 8 articles, right? If cost price of 10 articles is equal to selling price of 8 articles. In this case, is it a loss or profit transaction? If loss, what is the loss percentage? If profit, what is the profit percentage? Now very clearly you can say, when cost price of 10 articles is equal to selling price of 8 articles. Means what does it mean? Here, what with the cost price of 8 articles, I am going to get, means here in this case, cost price of 10 is equal to selling price of 8. Means I am gaining the cost price of 10 by selling only 8 articles there. Means I am at profit now. I am at a profit. So what is the profit percentage? How to go for this one? Here, cost price of 10, I am recovering by selling only 8 articles. So I am at profit here. Now, how to go for this one? This type of questions, if you think a little carefully, you can do this one very easily. I'll give you the best method to go for that one, the simple shortcut, right? But before that one, I would like to solve this question with the method we have used for the previous question. What was the method previous question we have used for? Purchased some articles for this price, sold some articles for the other price. Cross multiplication was there. I'm going to use the same cross multiplication here in this way. I'm imagining that when cost price of 10 articles equal to selling price of 8, I'm going to take in this way. Suppose cost price of 10 articles, this is purchasing. This is purchasing. I'm taking this one as 1 rupee. Right? Then selling price of, this is selling price of 8 articles is also 1 rupee. Simple. Go by the cross